Check 1, 2.
Alright, check, check. Alright, our transponder is set to altitude 1200. Circuit breaker's still in.
Circuit breaker's still in.
Flight 637, contact Orlando departure.
Alright, flight instrument. Alright, we got 0 airspeed. Got 0 vertical speed. Balls in the center. Altitude will set when we set the altimeter. Alright, so ATIS 132.55.
Melbourne International Airport information, Kilo, time 1253 Zulu, wind 19010, visibility 10, sky conditions clear, temperature 28, 2.25, altimeter 2987. Visual approach in use, landing departing runway 27 right, 27 left, runway 23. Approaches are being conducted to parallel and converging runways. Use caution for bird activity in the vicinity of the airport. VFR departures, advise ground control your direction of flight. Advise initial contact, you have Kilo. Melbourne International Airport information, Kilo, time 1253 Zulu, wind 19010, visibility 10, sky conditions clear, temperature 28, 2.25, altimeter 2987. Visual approach in use, landing departing runway 27 right, 27 left, runway 23.
Alright, so we have
approaches are being conducted to parallel and converging runways. Use caution for bird activity in the vicinity of the airport. VFR departures, advise ground control your direction of flight. Advise initial contact, you have Kilo. Melbourne International Airport information, Kilo, time 1253 Zulu, wind 19010, visibility 10, sky conditions clear, temperature 28, 2.25, altimeter 2987.
Alright, we need our taxi light on.
Departing runway 27 right, 27 left, runway 23.
Taxi area is clear. Okay, parking brake release.
Remember, I thought you were going to do it yesterday, but idle and then let go of the brakes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Idle.
Yep.
And then we'll let go of the brakes.
Yep,
Okay.
and then just do our brake check that way. Yep.
Alright.
Cheers 39 Charlie, Kilo Melbourne Tower, runway 27 right, clear for takeoff, proceed on course.
Alright, there we go. Alright, engine run up. Parking brake is set. Not moving.
Yep.
Alright, doors are closed and latched.
Yep.
Fuel selector is on both.
Fuel selector on both.
Alright, elevator trim for takeoff. Alright.
And remember to acknowledge the thing there, yeah, so we get the temperatures.
Get our temperatures,
Yep.
okay.
Alright.
Okay, so we're going to go 1800 RPM. Alright, close. Fuel pump check. Pump on. Alright, we see increase in flow, increase in pressure. Fuel pump
turn
on.
right on course, runway 27 right, clear for takeoff.
Engine instruments check. Engine instruments are all in the green.
Flight 623, there'll be a departure prior to your arrival.
Still have 14.5 volts. I'll check mags. Alright, left mag out, we dropped to 1640.
Ground, taxi flight 659 is at the FIT South Runup area with information Kilo ready to taxi VFR departure to the west.
Alright, right mag out.
That one always seems to run a little bit rougher.
Flight 659, Melbourne ground. Runway
So
23.
we'll just leave it on there for a second, increase the power.
Okay.
Yeah, see, look at the temperature on the number 2 cylinder.
Yeah.
It's the number 2, even after they replaced the
Left at Victor, I'm working.
spark plug. And it's screaming because of the difference in temperature. I mean, look at these EGTs. Oh, there we go. Now the lead's starting to come off.
It's coming up, okay.
Yeah.
Huh. And you didn't adjust the mixture, you just added power?
I just added power, waited till it got hot.
Okay.
High power settings and lean mixture equals hot engine.
Okay. Go back to both?
And then I'll just bring it back to about 1690 where it was before. And then it should bring us back to about 1800. Yeah, and you can see it's much smoother now.
Okay.
There we go. We can go back to both.
Alright. Mags back to both. And we're back up to 1800 RPM. Alright, carb heat.
6 Hotel Foxtrot for exchange brew. We'll see you.
Okay, drop to 1670. Couple flaps are open. Alright, flight controls. We're going to have right aileron up.
Almost. So we still have to cycle the prop, do the idle check, and bring it back to 1200. And then we can do the flight controls check.
Right.
Yep.
Alright, cycle prop, yep. Okay.
35,
Manifold pressure.
At Victor, clear for takeoff. Turn
Alright,
left.
second one, RPM. Drop. And back up. And on the third one, oil pressure. Okay. And then we'll do our idle check.
Runs nicely. Then we can bring it back to 1200.
Number 53361, Melbourne Tower, runway 27 right, clear land.
Ground Skylark 1061, actually Kilo Big Blue rate taxi.
Okay, now we'll check our flight controls. Right aileron up, left aileron is down. Okay. Right aileron up,
X-ray Melbourne ground,
left
runway
down.
27 right via Mike Kilo Charlie.
27 right, Mike Kilo
Elevator
Charlie
down.
1061, actually disable short approaches.
Elevator up.
Tech flight 603 Melbourne
And
Tower,
right rudder.
runway 27 left, report
Left
to Melbourne
rudder.
positive.
Alright, friction.
Tech flight 661 Melbourne Tower, you're following company chair.
Okay, so you got Melbourne Tower,
a mile for the left
standby, Melbourne ground,
left, traffic following side.
and our practice area frequency is
123.3.
661, follow that traffic for runway 27 left. Good speed 435, you're clear
Okay.
to Delta Zulu Julia. Actually, I got a few fixes to read for you,
alright,
so
seatbelts
I'll be right
fastened,
back with that.
limbs, flaps and trim sets.
Tech flight
takeoff
635,
braking,
heading
alright,
260,
runway in use.
Contact Orlando departure.
Alright, so they're saying 27 right, 27 left, and 23. We are... So I'm expecting probably 27 right.
Yep.
Now they could taxi us via Mike Low all the way down to Charlie.
Yep.
Or they could have us take along the hangars here.
Yeah,
over to Kilo 1, Kilo, Quebec. Or, yeah, Kilo 1, Quebec.
Kilo 1, Kilo
1,
Charlie.
Kilo Charlie.
Yeah, so Kilo 1 would be the entrance point. So if they just say taxi to 27 right via Kilo Charlie, then we know to go to Kilo 1 or Kilo 2. He didn't specify, but the Kilo 1's the closest for us, so we can just do that.
So if he doesn't say Mike, then we know.
We'll just go to Kilo 1.
Okay.
Yep.
Alright. Okay, so, and runway length, we've got 6,000 feet. Climb out speed, so we're going to rotate at 60, climb out at 85.
Yep.
Okay, And if we have an engine out on takeoff roll, we're going to just, before we get to probably
Quebec,
taxiway Quebec, then we'll just stay on the runway and apply brakes and then exit the runway when we can. If we have an engine failure after we take off, but before 700 feet, we're just going to look straight ahead, and we're looking for either the landfill or the runway extended area.
Yeah, the overrun area.
Overrun area.
Yep.
Okay, and an engine failure after we reach 700 feet, we should have enough altitude that we can turn back to 9 right.
Yes.
And in the case of an emergency, it would be your controls. Pitot heat as required. We don't need it. Cowl flaps are open. Parking brake. Release.
All right, let's check the radios first real quick again.
Okay.
Let's just turn up the volume.
I think the pronunciation's Hable. Hotel Alpha, Bravo, Lima Echo, and I'm looking up the rest of your flight plan to get the other fixes, but the rest of your reback was correct. I'll have that for you just a sec. No problem.
Over ground, tech flight 604 is at the FIT North Runup area with Kilo, ready to taxi via departure to the south.
Good speed 435, yeah, after Hable, it's Truett, and then, as you said, Jotno, then direct. Your reback was correct. Who called for taxi?
Tech flight 604, FIT North Runup area with Kilo, ready to taxi via departure to the south.
Tech flight 604, Melbourne ground, runway 23 via Victor Foxtrot Alpha.
Runway 23 via Victor Foxtrot Alpha, tech flight 604.
Melbourne ground, Skyhawk 47901 Echo at Big Blue with information Kilo requesting VFR departure to the southwest.
November 361, Quebec Kilo, Kilo 1 to your ramp. November 1061 X-ray, Melbourne Tower, make right traffic, traffic turning base, runway 27 right, clear for takeoff. Tech flight 623, 1 departure prior to your arrival. At Big Blue, say again for me.
Skyhawk 4791 Echo at Big Blue, information Kilo requesting VFR departure southwest.
4791 Echo, 27 right via Mike Kilo Charlie.
27 right via Mike Kilo Charlie, 4791 Echo.
In terms of everything that goes on at this airport, it is actually kind of a busy airport as far as training goes. Commercial-wise, I don't think.
603 left on Charlie.
Really.
Charlie, Victor 1, Victor to your ramp. Tech flight 656, Melbourne Tower, runway 27 left, clear to land.
Melbourne ground, November 9er, egg 1 to Juliet at Big Blue with information Kilo request south VFR departure.
November 9812 Juliet, Melbourne ground, follow the Cessna off your left, runway 27 right.
Follow the Cessna 27 right, November 9er, egg 1 to Juliet.
Melbourne ground, tech flight 602 at the North Runup area with information Kilo, ready to taxi VFR southwest.
Tech flight 602, Melbourne ground, runway 27 left at Victor via Victor. Tech flight 661, that was for somebody else. Affirmative, turn left on Victor and taxi to ramp. From Tech flight 602, I'm going to change your instructions. Turn right on Victor, taxi runway 23 via Victor Foxtrot Alpha. Tech flight 661.
And we're going to VFR southwest.
Just wait for the traffic coming out
Southwest,
of the North Runup area. They're going to be making a right on Victor. Tech flight 602, I guess you didn't hear me. Turn right now at Victor 2. Turn right on Victor 2.
Right on Victor 2, tech flight 602.
Tech flight 661, that was for somebody else. Need to just listen to your numbers. The one ahead of you is turning on to Victor 2. I want you to go straight into the ramp on Victor, Tech flight 661.
Doesn't help that they all have very similar numbers.
Yeah. Alright, sounds like
Appreciate
it's...
it. Next flight 602, turn left on Charlie, runway 27 left at Charlie.
On Charlie, 27 left at Charlie, tech flight 602.
Alright. Melbourne ground, Cardinal 34287 at Big Blue, ready to taxi VFR departure to the southwest.
61 X-ray, short approach approved, runway 27 right, clear touch and go.
Remember, information kilo as well. And we'll just wait for him to
Flight
get back to him.
623, you're following the Cessna, midfield downwind, number 2, runway 27 right, clear touch and go. Who called it Big Blue for taxi?
Cardinal 34287, VFR departure to the southwest with information kilo.
Cardinal 34287, thank you, runway 27 right via Mike, Kilo, Charlie.
27 right via Mike, Kilo, Charlie, Cardinal 34287.
There we go. Good.
Alright.
Good job, man.
Next flight 643, tower. Next flight 643, in our left base, runway 27 left, runway 27 left, clear to land.
Alright, clear over to the right.
Alright.
Clear over to the left.
Melbourne ground, November 711 Whiskey Echo with Kilo at Big Blue, requesting VFR to the southwest.
711 Whiskey Echo, Melbourne ground, follow the Cardinal ahead of you, runway 27 right.
27 right, follow the Cardinal ahead of us, 711 Whiskey Echo.
Winds were at a 190, so a slight quartering tailwind. So, yep, just like that.
The 4791 Echo, Melbourne Tower, traffic approaching base, runway 27 right, clear for takeoff. Delay your turn to the southwest for a mile, and then you can turn on course.
And
correction, tech flight 623.
let's remember what we talked about flying the runway heading. So I'll just go ahead and bug 0, or actually we're flying 27, so I'll just go ahead and bug 27. And we can adjust it to match whatever
right, clear touch and go.
we actually see. So we're just going to fly runway heading once we get off the runway.
Okay.
We're not going to worry about maintaining the runway center line. I mean, that's important when we're down on the runway, of course, but like, once we're in the air, that's a different story.
Okay. Alpha, back taxi approved, clear for takeoff, proceed on course. November 286 Tango Alpha, Melbourne Tower, enter right downwind, at or above 1500 for me for now, at or above 15, right downwind, runway 27 right. There'll be traffic turning crosswind below you at 1000. Take flight 656, roll down to Victor, Victor to your ramp. 2, see you.
Melbourne ground, Skype 1947 Foxtrot at Kilo 1, information Kilo, VFR to the southeast taxi.
November 1947 Fox, Melbourne ground, runway 27 right via Kilo 1, Kilo Charlie.
27 right via Kilo 1, Kilo Charlie for 7 Foxtrot.
November 9812 Juliet, Melbourne Tower, hold short, runway 27 right, traffic's on a mile final, touch and go. Take flight 602, Melbourne Tower. Traffic's on a 2-mile base, runway 27 left at Charlie. Clear for takeoff. Delay your turn to the southwest for a mile, and then you can turn on course. Affirmative. There's traffic departing 23 also. Tech flight 643, 1 departure prior to your arrival. They're on the roll. November 61 X-ray, there'll be a departure prior to your arrival. November 9812 Juliet, traffic approaching base. The Cherokee that passed in front of you is a touch and go. Runway 27 right, clear for takeoff. When you get airborne, look for another Cherokee straight out off 27 left. Plan to follow that traffic outbound. Clear for takeoff, runway 27 right. November 62, correction, tech flight 623, if you can, start your right crosswind. There's a twin Technam about 3 north of you.
Once we get to the hold short, we'll start our pre-takeoff checklist and configure the airplane.
Appreciate it. Twin Technam 6 Tango Alpha, your track to follow is 12 o'clock, 2 miles, turning a low right crosswind at Cherokee. That'll be your traffic. You can start your descent to 1,000.
6 Tango Alpha, negative contact.
That guy's really doing a short approach.
Right.
So, take off.
Alright, take off. We record time.
739 Golf Quebec, Melbourne ground,
9:30.
runway 27 right via Mike Kilo Charlie.
Final approach area, we've got someone landing now.
That's alright. Landing light's
landing
on.
light is on. Transponder is on Elk.
Twin Technam 6 Tango Alpha,
Mixture
you
will
see your
reach
traffic
slightly.
just turning downwind ahead of you.
I think we'll just leave it like that for now, and then we'll just go flaps 10.
And
Set for you.
Okay, roger that. 12 o'clock and about 3/4 to a half mile. Almost 11 o'clock now. Tech flight 643, off on Charlie. Tech flight 643, thanks. Taxi ramp, Charlie, Victor 1, Victor. Charlie, Victor 1, Victor, the ramp.
We're just going to wait for him to... Oh, you can call him now.
Call him now? Okay.
Yep.
Tech flight 623, runway 27 right, clear touch and go.
Clear touch and go, runway 27 right, tech flight 623.
November 61 X-ray, Kilo 1 to your ramp. Traffic off your left will wait for you.
Kilo 1 to the ramp, we'll see you in an hour, 61 X-ray.
November
And we're at...
9 Golf Quebec, just wait for a Cessna.
We're at Charlie. 27 right at Charlie.
Charlie, okay.
Yep.
Melbourne Tower, Cardinal 34287, holding short 27 right at Charlie, ready for departure.
For your descent.
That's alright.
There's 6 Tango Alpha, did you hear me?
Tango Alpha, negative.
Okay, widen out to the northeast, about a heading to 050. Start your descent. The traffic's just up ahead and to your right.
6 Tango Alpha, 050, looking.
Yep.
Do it again.
Yep.
Melbourne Tower, Cardinal 34287, holding short 27 right at Charlie, ready for departure.
No 34287, if able, take an immediate, runway 27 right, clear for takeoff. Traffic turning base to final, touch and go, Cherokee. Proceed on course.
All right, cleared for takeoff 27 right. Cardinal 34287.
Yep, let's go.
No delay.
No.
Remember 6 Tango Alpha, your spacing's good now on the traffic. You can start your base.
So what we'll do is we'll just keep this powering like this right now, and we'll use this and roll right onto the runway, and you don't have to worry about stopping or anything.
Okay.
So go ahead and start turning towards the center line. Yep. And once we've intercepted the center line, make sure you're off the brakes and powerful. There we go. That's good.
Alright, power is coming in. Power is full.
Engine instruments are green.
Airspeed's alive. Engine instruments are green. Alright.
Melbourne Tower, number 5459 Kilo.
Alright.
About 6
Rotate.
miles northwest of the field.
That's alright, don't worry.
3400.
Lower the nose a little bit.
Looking for inbound, full top taxi back.
November 5459 Kilo.
There we go.
Tower. Just maintain VFR for now, at or above 1500, enter right downwind, runway 27 right. Squawk VFR.
Maintain VFR at or above 1500 for right downwind for runway 27 right.
There we go.
VFR.
Clear of 100 feet. We can go ahead and flaps up.
Just about to turn crosswind ahead of you.
Okay, yeah, I'll keep a lookout for that traffic.
Climb away at 92. So here we are, 300 feet, and I'm going right over there if we had an engine out.
I'm sorry, did you say make a turn over there?
Oh, no.
Okay.
I'm saying if we had an engine out, I'd go right there. Yeah,
you would go
at
right
this altitude.
Okay, okay.
Melbourne Tower, 711 Whiskey Echo, holding short 27 right, ready in sequence for departure.
Whiskey Echo, Melbourne Tower. Hold short, only 27 right for inbound traffic.
Hold short 27 right, inbound traffic, 711 Whiskey Echo.
November 134 Yankee, you're cleared to Melbourne.
We're a little bit fast there.
Fly maintain 2,000. Expect 4,000 in 10 minutes. Departure frequency 132.65. Squawk 6255.
Alright, I think you can go ahead and now make a turn to the southwest there.
Reback correct.
Alright, turning southwest.
Yep. I think a heading at 250 would be good.
Come southbound for me.
Alright, I think we're on again.
Alright. Whenever you're ready.
Okay, my controls.
Your controls.
Alright, my controls.
Alright, while the engine's still cool, go ahead and give me a 65 mile an hour climb to 2,200 feet.
Alright, up to 2,200. Alright, increase power.
India North, India South, check flight 602, 3 miles to the northeast of Valkaria, over the shoreline.
And we'll maintain a heading at 245 since we're already here.
Or India North, India South.
I'll watch our engine gauges and everything as we do this.
Check flight 604 is 1 miles south to the solar panels, 1,900, turning northwestbound, Hotel West.
And we'll just keep it going under the 100 feet, so 2,300.
Alright.
Just because this is a good exercise here.
Alright, 2,300?
Yep.
Alright, we are coming up on 2,300 here.
Yep, maintain 65. Alright, watch our heading there.
Just west of 10, correction, 3 pattern heading southbound milestone, we'll tell you, to the west.
Alright, go ahead and give us a climb another 200 feet to 2,500 feet. That's 65.
Alright, climbing to 2,500 feet.
And we're going to maintain a heading at 245. Alright, watch your coordination as we do this too. I feel like a little bit more left aileron and a little bit more right rudder. There we go. That's better. A little bit more right rudder. Yep, just like that.
Alright.
Alright, here we are coming up on 2,500.
Alright.
So maintain 65, heading at 245. Reduce the power just a little bit and then maintain 65. There we go. Cool. Alright, now here at 2,500, give me a turn. This is 90 degrees to 330.
Alright, turning to 330, which is to my right, and
Yes,
we're
sir.
clear on the right.
Clear on the right. You don't have to bank too sleepily, remember, so there we go. Watch the speed.
3,000 northbound, Hotel West. Echo traffic, Southwest 662, just over
300, 30 degrees to go, watch your heading.
At 4,500, working on power on stop.
Coming up, 3, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, there we go. Still at 65, amazing. Alright, give me a 180 degree turn now to the left to a heading of 150, and it's interesting, the bug here actually shows up here as well.
Oh,
so,
nice.
Yeah, plenty of references.
Okay, and we are clear on the left.
Yes, sir. Hotel West Prax Air, Cardinal 34287, 2,500 feet over Kurtz Field, turning to the south, slow flight. And our engine's still cooperating nicely.
Hotel East traffic, Skyhawk 1947 Foxtrot is just northwest of Valkaria at 2000 southbound slow flight, Hotel West traffic.
South traffic, Skyflight 205 is at 3,500, just 2 miles west of Fellsmere with simulated emergency engine out.
There's a grass runway or something over here, so if we ever had an emergency, this wouldn't be a bad place necessarily. Not that I'd want an emergency. Alright. Now that we're on a heading of 150, keep 150, keep 65 miles an hour, and descend us 500 feet, so to 2,000 feet.
Alright, descending to 2,000.
And I'd recommend pulling carb heat as well. There we go. Yep. Alright, go ahead and slow it up to 60 miles an hour for the last 300 feet. Alright, and once we get to 2,000 feet, I want you to recover, bring us back to 65, and maintain 2,000. So what you might want to start doing is the closer we get to 2,000, maybe around 2,050 feet, lower the nose to accelerate to 65 again, and then start adding power.
Alright.
Yeah, so lower the nose, get us back to 65, and apply power to stop the descent. So once we get 65, pitch for 65. Yep, exactly, and then add power to stop the descent. Good. Alright, go ahead and recover.
Alright, back to cruise?
Yes, sir. 2,000 feet, cruise configuration.
Alright, 2,000 feet cruise configuration. Okay, carb heat on. Add power. Nose coming up. And start taking out flaps.
Hotel East traffic 1947 Foxtrot, 2 miles south of Valkaria, 2,000 southbound Eastern, Hotel East traffic.
Alright, airspeed is about 100, we're going to go 21 inches.
Over the shoreline, heading northwest.
2,300 RPM.
See ya.
Altitude's a little bit low.
And Hotel East traffic, check flight 640, just due to the northwest of Sebastian, 1100 climbing up to 2,500, and northbound currently.
Alright, pretty good.
Flight 205, you guys doing ground ramps down there by Fellsmere?
So go ahead then, and let's see.
205, you guys up?
Go ahead and give us a 180 opposite direction. We're going to go back to Kurt's Field there, or at least towards an area.
Alright, 180,
You're choosing left or right.
alright, we're going to go right. Clear on the right?
Clear on the right.
Alright.
Flight 205.
Skyflight 205.
Skyflight 662, setting up for simulated power loss over Fellsmere, descending out of 4,500 feet.
Alright, we'll get out airway.
Heading north over Sebastian Inlet, doing maneuvers at 3,500 feet.
Alright. We can use this road for a reference here. That's straight out in front of us, going that way. Yeah, I know I told you to keep going this way, but this will be fine right here. So that road that goes straight out away from us.
Okay.
Yeah, and just anything beyond that too. So we'll maintain 2,000 feet up here and set up for steep turns.
Okay.
So I was pretty satisfied with that slow flight there. Just keep an eye on the coordination, but everything else is good. You were able to maintain your headings and altitudes and speed. Alright, so I'll just demonstrate how to get into one again real quick since we just started it yesterday, but after today you should be able to do it pretty much on your own really. So my controls.
Okay, your controls.
My controls. Alright, so remember, we're going to go 2,500 RPM. So 2490 is fine, okay. And we'll just see what our airspeed is. It's about 110, and that's pretty stable. So I'm going to start one to the left. Hotel West Pressure, Cardinal 34287, 2,000 feet heading west, about 3 miles south of Kurt's Field. We're going to be doing steep turns. Alright, so I'll reduce power a little bit, raise left wing, clear left, and just smooth, coordinated control pressures. As soon as you get to 30 degrees, you're going to start having to apply some more back pressure and a little bit of power. And just hold 45. Once you get to 45 degrees, start looking outside. So I can see that I climbed a little bit. I'm just going to relax the back pressure to correct that. But we should be maintaining 45 the whole time. So I'll let the nose come down just a little bit. Alright, I can just glance and see that my altimeter is coming down. That's good. Let me steepen back up to 45 there, kind of let out my reference. There we go. That's better. And remember, we were using the road there. As we come around, here's our road again. Opposite control pressure smoothly the other direction, right into a 45-degree bank, and immediately on that back pressure. And once I have 45 set like that, just look outside and watch what the horizon does. So I see the nose came up there a little bit. Feels pretty good.
1947 Foxtrot, just over Valkaria 2000 northbound.
So West Sky 711 West Sky, go 3,400 feet, flying southbound over the flooded farm.
I see the nose coming down there a little bit, so apply a little bit more back pressure. Here comes our reference. Opposite control pressures and just reduce the pressure, the power slightly, and then back to 2,300 RPM.
Point set, westbound, steep turns, Bravo.
2321. Get back to 21 there. Yeah, so it's not bad. Didn't hit my own wake, so I wasn't doing as good as you were doing yesterday, but that's fine. And we can pick a different reference out here. It doesn't have to be this road. Something farther away usually helps. So I'll give you back the controls here.
All right, my controls.
So keep me at 2,000 feet and just find a reference that's out in the distance.
All right. something out.
More prominent is better.
Delta South traffic, 950 kilo, 6 nautical miles southwest of the region, climbing to 3,500 feet northbound.
Charlie South traffic, Skyflight 205 is at 800 feet. We are 3 miles.
I'm not really seeing anything ahead of us.
We can choose something somewhere else, yeah. We have the big lakes out over there. We also have the power lines running that way.
Guess we got this lake here. There's like a white straight line heading to the lake. All right.
Yeah, so canal or something.
I'm gonna use that as my reference. Okay.
All right. So remember, we go 2,500 RPM.
All right. So we're gonna start with 2,500 RPM. All right.
Hey, good morning. We're on our way back from a
All right.
All right. And I'm gonna go to the left first, and we're clear on the left. All right. Rolling into my turn. Adding a little bit of power.
That's good right there. That was about an inch of power. We'll see what that does for us. Let's get to 45 degrees. We're at 30 right now. 35, 45. Yeah, there we go. A little bit more right rudder. There we go. And watch that bank that it doesn't come shallowing out. We're less than 30. All right, a little bit more steeper.
India North traffic 1947 Fox.
There we go.
East of Valkaria at 2,000 mid-river, slow flight.
And we'll just keep going in here.
Okay.
There you go. We're going here. Please step by 620 over street planner 2,500.
That was one turn.
Northbound, look up the relativity.
Keep it at 45, don't let that bank come out. There we go.
Hotel 4951 Golf. Climbing to 2,500, tracking the 170 radio outbound, setting up for hold over Valka.
Bank started, come on, just a little bit. There we go, yep. That's 2, we'll get it one more time this direction, then we'll go right into one in the opposite direction.
All right.
How do you feel?
I feel good.
All right, there we go. So you shallowed up your bank there. You got to keep it.
Yeah, I saw our altitude dropping. And
yeah.
All right.
If your altitude drops, you can also just apply back pressure. It's,
okay.
That's okay, right? So the idea though is it gets a little bit more squirrely when talking about. It gets a little bit more squirrely when you start trying to bring out your bank. I mean, that's one way they teach you. If you're in an emergency situation, that's what you would want to do. You want to reduce the bank angle and then regain your lift. But in the testing mindset, you really want to try and keep your bank as best as possible.
Overbanking.
Yeah, it's all right. All right, go ahead and bring us in the opposite direction here.
Okay.
There we go. Might be also our own wake that's messing us up there. Alright, right rudder. There we go, bring it over to 45.
So West Sky 711 Whiskey Echo 3,500.
Alright, watch what that nose is doing.
Southbound BAI. Blue Sky 618 1,600, about a 2 to 3 mile east of Vesically, heading northeastbound towards radiation.
South traffic, traffic 662, just less than a mile over Rosemary, working on April.
I'd recommend adding a little bit of power because we slowed up there. So back to about 21 inches or so. Oh, that was our own wake. Alright, go ahead and level out here, and we'll just move on for a second, then we'll use that same reference.
Alright.
Meanwhile, bring us up to 2,000 feet.
Proposed check by 618, 1,500, over I-95 between radiation and Valkaria, heading towards radiation back to Melbourne, lost call, with release.
Alright, once at 2,000 feet, we can reconfigure 2123. Alright, we can use that reference still if you want, or something else. We're good out here, there's no one near us. Alright, once you get us on that reference, let me try something out here real quick. Maybe this will help out.
498 Delta Alpha, you guys up?
Alright, your controls.
My controls. Alright, we'll go full on the prop, just so we have more authority with the propeller control. Okay, so 2,000 feet. Here we go.
498 Delta Alpha, you guys up?
And let's see here. 21 inches. Let's see what happens when we go to 25.
November 6, ready Fox Tango, over turnpike, heading back to Melbourne. Bravo traffic.
Yeah, 25 seems to work nicely. Okay. So here's our reference again.
Hotel East Sky House 495 wind.
Raise left wing, clear to the left.
Trying to be at 2005.
So,
holding north of Valkaria.
when you get into the turn, as soon as you get to 30 degrees, that's where you really need to start applying pressure. By the time you apply pressure, you're almost already at 45. So just apply a couple inches more power, and then look outside. And I'm just going to do one turn each direction here. So I can see that I'm climbing a little bit and overbanking slightly. So I'll reduce the bank just to get back to 45, and just reduce the back pressure. You see that there's a lot more ground in the picture now. Now, if I want to arrest the descent rate, then I just pull the nose back up again, and I just hold it there, make sure nothing is changing. Right. And something that might help too is applying a little bit of trim in the turn. With the 172s, that was the technique.
Not one.
So there's our reference again. Opposite control pressures. Right into the opposite turn. And just hold everything still as possible. Like I become a statue whenever I do steep turns. Kind of looks funny. I know I look very rigid when I fly sometimes. But for me, if my references don't move for the aircraft, neither will the aircraft. And then once we come back to our reference here, opposite control pressures reduce the power, just so we don't balloon up. And then we'll go back to 20 inches and then 2,300. There we go.
Alright.
So, your controls again.
Alright.
We can use that reference still. That was a pretty good one.
Alright, my controls.
Your controls. Hotel East, Hotel West, Pax Air Cardinal 342, it's 87, is 5 miles to the west of the flooded farm fields, 2,000 feet, heading south, eastbound, steep turns.
Alright, so I'm going to start with 2,500, or we're going to go full prop.
And we'll go with 25. 25 seem to work much better than full.
Okay.
Bravo traffic 833 Tango Bravo, 3 miles to the south of Lake Poinsett at 3,500 northbound.
There we go. 25.
Look out below, Bravo.
Charlie South, practice, Skyflight 775.
Alright, so we are clear on the left.
For steep turn.
And so I'm going to begin my turn to the left.
smoothly and coordinated.
Alright, there's about 30 degrees, so add some power.
That's a little too much. I'll bring it back 1 inch. There we go. That was good. And then 45 degrees, good. A little bit less a little bit more left. Right rudder, that's what I was looking for. It's like which side of the ball are we on? There we go. Alright, a little bit more over to 45 degrees. There we go. You see we're a little high, so just relax that nose pressure a little bit, but keep 45 in.
Lower turn right at 3,500 feet, northbound.
Alright, just do one more turn around and then we'll go in the opposite direction here.
Alright.
But I just want to see you bring that altitude down to 2,000 feet again.
I have 4951 Gulf, holding 2,500 over Valka to the north.
There we go.
There's our wake. Whoa.
West, Skyhawk 9 Yankee Hotel is a mile west of Abandon, southwest.
The wind must be pretty still because it's not carrying it anywhere.
Charles Alpha Hotel, looking flight 663.
45.
Feet over the canal, we're heading out westbound.
Alright, once you point at that canal, or a little bit before, go ahead, opposite compressors. Opposite control pressures, go ahead, all the way. Yep, opposite rudder, more rudder.
260 is
Yep.
a mile.
45 degrees, there we go.
At 2,000, climbing up to 2,500, northbound, climbing. Hotel West traffic.
Good, add a squeeze more power because it looks like the power came out a little bit. Go back to about 21 inches. Alright, don't let that bank come out. There we go. Alright, here we go. We'll just keep it one more time in the circle. Alright, if our nose starts descending, what do? Add a little bit of back pressure, just a little bit. There we go. Bring the nose up. And our power keeps coming out. Go back to 21 inches. There we go. Maintain 45 degrees.
Below 3 nautical miles south of the Blue Cypress Lake.
And look ahead, you can see our point over there, look back, and then as we come out, opposite control pressures reduce power just slightly. There we go. So we don't balloon up in altitude or in power, airspeed.
Alright.
There we go. And we'll go back to 21, 23.
Zulu uniform, GF4 51 Gulf in sight. I'm looking for you guys.
So steep turns definitely take a little bit of hassling.
They do, yeah.
But it's a fun maneuver. I like it because, you know, you like feeling the performance of the aircraft, and the control pressures are pretty interesting. So it's a little bit different. So we can do those again. I mean, you did good, right? So here's where we were over here the first time. Wind's probably blowing us a little bit. And then here's one set.
Okay.
And then these are the ones we just did now.
Okay.
So not bad.
Mile to the west of the street patterns, 1,006.
Go ahead and pick another reference. This one's a little close now. I mean, we can use it. It works just fine.
Yeah.
We just have to be aware of it because it might be under the cowling. And then we'll do it again and see how it looks up on here.
Okay. Let's see. We could use that smoke over there.
Yeah, that's fine. Hotel West Prax Air Cardinal 34287 is 2,000 feet over the southwest corner of the flooded farm field, steep turns.
Okay, we're going to
so
go
25 inches, or 2,500 RPM.
2,500 RPM.
Blue Cypress at 3,500 feet, northbound.
And I would start off this maneuver at about 21 inches of manifold pressure and go to 22 once we get in the turn.
Westbound over the no-name bend.
Yep, that's fine.
Alright.
Alright.
Alright, our altitudes are a little bit higher to start.
Route traffic number 9674 Delta over the west bank heading to leg point set at 1700.
Alright, so we are clear on the left.
Yep.
Alright, so go ahead and start the turn to the left.
A little too much left rudder in the beginning there.
Alright,
there we go.
Add a little bit of power.
To about 22 inches, that's good. Get us over to 45 and just look outside and see what it does. Alright, cowling's starting to come up. Go ahead and lower the nose a little bit. Alright, bring it back over to 45 degrees. We're right on the edge of our limit there. We're at 2,100 feet. Let the nose come down just a little bit. There we go. Keep 45 in there.
Route traffic number 9674 Delta heading to 12 nautical miles.
Alright, look ahead. I see where our smoke is.
Alright, I see the smoke right there.
Opposite control pressure.
Oh, there's actually two smokes. Alright, opposite control pressure.
Yeah, we'll get us over to 45, good. Don't let us climb. There we go.
Climbing 2,500 westbound, maneuvering Bravo.
Nose way up in the air. You can feel we're also slowing down a little bit, so bring that nose down. Keep it at 45, there we go. Alright, you see the ground getting bigger, just a little bit of back pressure. There we go. Keep it at 45. Yep.
204, yep. 204 is up.
Alright, there's the first smoke.
Headed southwestbound.
Alright, opposite control pressures. And then reduce power.
South 180.
Good. There we go.
Okay.
Alright, my controls real quick.
Alright, your controls.
My controls.
Over the solar farm, starts with the canal. We are sitting at full steep turns.
West Practice Air Cardinal 34287's over the southwest corner of the flooded farm fields, 2,000 feet. We're heading to the west, steep turns. Okay.
Charlie, South traffic, Delta 202, 2,300, climbing 3,500 over the town of Fellsmere, setting ourselves up for maneuvers. Charlie South.
Alright. Those buildings out in the farm field over those, the white buildings.
Okay.
I'm going to use those as my reference here. Alright, I see traffic way off in the distance. This guy is over here, they're no factor.
Traffic, November 6 for Fox Tango of being Valkaria.
Okay, so 2,000 feet. We're going to go 2,500 RPM.
Hotel Tower traffic.
There we go. And about 21 inches is fine.
Bravo, 4 miles
right.
southwest Lake Point, set 2,500, descending down to 1,000. Look out below Bravo.
So what we're going to do, I'm just going to raise my left wing real quick. Look left, clear to left, and we're going to go ahead and turn left. So, just smooth control pressures. Once we get to 30 degrees, add a little bit of power, 1 inch, so I should go to 22 right now. There we go. That's an overbank tendency if I ever saw one. There we go. And we'll just hold this. So I see that the cowling wants to come up, so I'm just going to relax the back pressure. And I'm holding 45 degrees. Alright, cowling wanted to come up there again, so relax the back pressure, keep it 45. Alright, here comes the white buildings. So just opposite control pressure, smoothly in the opposite direction. And I can see that I descended a little bit, so I'll just apply a little bit of back pressure, and that brings the nose up in the horizon. And I can see that we climb, so I'll relax the back pressure, but not completely, because I don't want to start a descent again. So I'm just using this as a sight gauge. It's almost like watching trends.
Okay,
we're doing good as far as 45 degrees goes.
Flood fields at 1,000 feet, doing turns around a point.
Alright, there's our reference again. And once we get to our reference, just opposite control pressures, push a little bit forward on the yoke and reduce back to our original power setting, which is about 21 inches. And I'll bring it back to 2300 RPM, and already 21 inches.
Okay.
So, yeah, it does take a little bit of hassle. And it's funny, it seems like everywhere we go, we're either hitting somebody else's wake, our own wake, or there's some sort of magical turbulence going on today. So, let's go a little bit closer towards Kurt's field over there.
Okay.
Named after the instructor from Melbourne Flight Training. He calls it his field. He'll actually kick people out. Yeah, so he's a really good instructor, though. Alright, so your controls. And once we've flown a little bit farther this way, we can go ahead and use that as a reference if you want. We'll just do steep turns, 2,000 feet again.
Okay.
And if you want, let's see here, we're doing good on time. We have till 12, so we can also do landing practice if you want.
Okay, that sounds good. Alright, so we're using the same reference here?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so weight buildings. Okay, so we are clear on the left. I'm going to set 2,500 RPMs first here.
Yep.
It's 20, well, overshot.
And something close to that will get us an approximate airspeed, so 2480s is
a little fussy. Alright,
yeah.
okay, so 2480. Okay, so we are still clear on the left. Alright, so I'm going to begin.
And we can use that other thing over there, that gravel pit or whatever that's kind of out in the woods.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. That's another one we're kind of set up for.
Okay.
But whenever you're ready.
Okay, alright, here we go. Add a little bit of power.
Alright, there we go. There's 2 inches. Good. A little less left rudder. There we go. Now it's coordinated. Keep 45 degrees in there. Don't let that nose creep up on you either. Alright, see how the nose is shooting up into the sky there? There we go. Look ahead, see our gravel pit coming up.
Okay.
Alright, opposite control pressures, opposite rudder, yep. There we go, right into 45, a little too steep, there we go. 45.
Charlie South practice area, Southwest 428 over the flooded farm fields, 4,500 feet eastbound, going to be maneuvering Shandells. Charlie South.
South, Southwest 429, currently cruising at 1,800 feet, heading southbound, Crosswind Beach, Turnpike, heading to Okeechobee Lake.
Alright, there's our gravel pit.
Alright.
211 number Juliet over Lake Point, set heading west at 15.
Opposite control pressures, push the nose down, reduce power. There we go. That was good, man.
Alright.
Let's see how that one looked.
Delta North Traffic.
Almost right on top of each other.
Northbound.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Alright.
East Bend doing BAI at 4,000.
Not bad.
Delta North.
So ideally we want the tracks to be overlaid like that. So I think this one I did here, this one you did. But yeah, so that was not bad. Let's see, where are we?
2,500 feet northbound.
There we are. Yeah, that was the last one we did.
Traffic, tech flight 260 is a mile.
So you want to keep doing these, or you want to try and give it some landing practice now that it's daylight hours?
Let's do one more of these, and then we'll see if we have time for landing.
Sure.
Alright.
Alright, so right now it is 10:20. We're doing pretty good on time. So just pick another reference, doesn't matter where.
Juliet Southwest traffic, Temp Flight 660 at 2,600 over Abandon, heading southwestbound, going to be setting up for slow flight, Hotel East Southwest. Skyflight 550, are you up? Hey, firm, Skyflight 550. This is Skyflight 427, we're climbing up for you. Watch on radar. Sounds good, we got your radar trip, we'll be looking for you, Skyflight 550. We'll be going up to 4,500.
Okay.
Hotel East Southwest, Sky 711 Whiskey over 2,500 feet flying eastbound over Abandon back to radiation. Hotel East Southwest.
45, you're released for your solo, have a good flight.
looked like an airplane, but that white over there?
Yeah. That white thing on the ground?
Yeah, it's on the ground, okay. Alright, well, reference, I don't know, we could do the corner of that.
Yeah, the corner of that
lake over there,
yep.
Or flooded fields or whatever that is.
Yep.
Alright, so we'll take that corner that we're aimed at right now.
So 2,500, we're already there.
So we're already at 2,500.
20 inches to 21 inches.
Alright. Alright, and I'll go ahead and do it to the left first again.
Okay.
So we are clear on the left.
Traffic, there's 39 Charlie Kilo.
Alright, and turning left.
Sebastian Inlet, 2,500 northbound. Indian South.
And a little bit of power.
There we go, a little power. Perfect. A little less left rudder. There we go. Keep that bank though. There we go.
South traffic, Skypipe 775 at 5,700 over Blue Cypress.
Alright, just watch that we're climbing slightly, so you might want to lower the nose just a little bit, but keep the bank in there. There we go.
South to West traffic, Temp Flight 660, heading southbound over Jet Ski Lake at 3,000 or 2,600 feet, slow flight, Hoodley to the west.
There is our reference. That's fine. Okay, yeah. Alright. Opposite control pressures.
Climbed up quite a bit, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. That's okay. Right. I can show you what usually happens. So that's why it's really important to stay on the ball with the altitude, especially in the transition. Because when you transition, we're getting all that vertical component of lift back, which we were donating a large part of it for the horizontal, which is why we need to pull a lot of back pressure. So the quicker you do that transition from a left turn to a right turn, the less time there is for the lift to also transition to picking us up again.
Okay.
There we go, and there's our reference. And another thing with that too, so you were good with the rudder there, but if you're going to be snappy with the rudder like that, you need to be equally snappy with the ailerons.
Okay.
So my controls real quick.
Alright, your controls?
My controls. So 2,500 and 20 inches. Alright. So I'll use the same reference there. I'll tuck this guy back. Alright, here we go. So, raise left, wing clear left, and here we go, turning left. So if I'm going to be snappy with the rudder, I also need to be snappy with the aileron.
Right.
Alright, don't want to overbank, add a little bit of power. And I climbed a little bit, so I'm just going to relax the nose pressure, just slightly, and let it descend. Once that's good, once I catch my altitude again, I'm going to just increase the back pressure enough so that the needles don't move.
Maneuvering straight and level.
So this tells us how fast we're losing or gaining altitude, but this is a better indicator of how quickly that's actually happening.
Okay.
Right? So here we go, needles are pretty much showing 0, need a little bit more left rudder, and then I'm looking ahead in the turn, I see our reference point looking back at the horizon again in our cowling. Reference coming up in view, so snappy with the control. Alright, so you don't give the aircraft time to transition, so I'll show you what happens. Like I'll do an example of going back to a left-hand turn,
okay,
but I'll be slower with the transition. So we're descending a little bit of back pressure. There we go, relax the back pressure because that's good, but don't let the nose come down. We're doing good as far as our airspeed because nothing else has changed.
Traffic, 39 Charlie.
Maybe a little steeper, there we go.
North of Valkaria, 2,500, going to radiation.
So if we're slow with the transition,
east traffic.
The aircraft is going to have time to recuperate all its lift, and also all this power we have will translate as an increase in speed. So this is what happens.
Radiation flying
Okay.
Eastbound.
See, the needles just immediately start going up.
Yeah, I can see the nose right way up.
Yeah, until you get into the turn again, 45 degrees. So if you want to prevent that from happening, you have to be quick with the transition. And then with the rollout, I'll just do this one the opposite direction here. And with the rollout as well, I felt like you were putting in a lot of rudder for the amount of aileron pressure that we were putting.
Okay.
So if you do a lot of rudder, you also need a lot of aileron.
Let's 624 over Chesky Lake at 2500 southbound.
So 45 degrees, I see the nose coming up a little bit, so a little bit of down pressure, just a little bit. Alright, so when we come up to our transition here, opposite rudder and opposite aileron, but ideally you want the ball to be centered almost. When you do that, and we'll reduce the power to 20 inches again, and 2300. There we go. So, for example, and I'll just give you one here. So like when you were rolling out of the turn, it was a lot of this, but not as much of the aileron.
Okay.
Right? So if you want to, and I'll show you something. So I'm just using a lot of rudder right now.
Yeah.
And it feels pretty nasty. If you steepen up the turn for the same amount of rudder, you see how the ball gets back in the middle?
Yeah.
Right. So if I want opposite control pressure, I should be able to make a turn or transition my direction while keeping the ball centered, regardless of what kind of bank angle I'm trying to get into. And that's the same thing like with rolling into a steep turn. So let's say we're going to go a 45-degree turn.
Yep.
I'm going to roll 45. I'm just going to apply some rudder pressure that's adequate. Right? Even when I'm rolling out of the turn, opposite rudder pressure and opposite control pressure really does mean opposite control pressure. So just getting these two sunk together, the hand and the foot, takes a bit of practice, but everything else is pretty good.
Okay.
So we can do another one right now if you want. Time currently is 10:30.
Okay.
All right, so your controls.
All right, my controls.
Just do my 25 minutes.
So 2,000 feet, and remember we're going to use 2,500 RPM as our engine setting.
Yeah, we'll make it quick, but yeah, we're in the air. 25 minutes, please.
Delta West Vector Cardinal 34287, 2,000 feet heading south over the southwest corner of the flooded farm fields, steep turns.
Okay, looks like we're clear on the left.
Alright, clear on the left.
Over 3 parent at 2,800, climb to 3,000 westbound.
So that's a lot of rudder there for that input. There we go.
Yeah, left turns don't seem to need as much.
No, because we already have that left turning tendency. Yep, 45 degrees of bank. And bring it to 22 inches of manifold. There we go. Keep 45, we're shallowing up a little bit. Alright, nose is starting to climb up a little bit. Here comes our reference point. We're about 45 degrees to it.
Alright.
Alright, opposite control pressures. Go ahead, full opposite. There we go. There we go. See? Much better on that transition. 45 degrees, good. We're coordinated. Needles aren't moving.
3000 over the solar panel is going to be setting up for stalls.
Alright, so I got the horizon like right on this edge of the cowling.
Yep.
North traffic,
looks like we went up a little bit. Okay.
Exactly. Yeah, the needles aren't moving. We're doing good.
Maneuvering for simulated engine power laws northeast of the Weeby Ranch, Delta North.
Flight 2 brittle 848.
Here's our reference.
You want an update on these clouds?
There we go.
Right.
Go ahead, transition, and reduce that power.
659, 4,200.
There we go. That was much better.
Alright.
Probably felt better too.
Yeah, I did. Yep.
Alright, we can go back to 21 and 23 inches.
Mile north of the flooded farm field at 2,600, descend out to 2,500 southbound, Hotel East Southwest.
And I know the ADAS for Daytona is saying another broken layer at 4,000. That is non-existent.
Charlie South traffic, Skyflight 437 over the town of Feldmere, 3,500, setting up for Shandell.
Alright, so we have a couple of choices here. You want to do slow flight again, or do you want to go do some landing practice? Or we could even touch on some of the ground reference.
Maybe landing practice.
Alright, let's go ahead and go over towards,
Charlie South effect, there is
what do you call it, Valkaria.
westbound just to the east of Blue Cypress Lake doing BAI 4,500, Charlie South. How you doing? Hey, hey.
Hotel West Practice Air Cardinal 34287 over the south side of the flooded farm fields, flying towards Valkaria, so flying east at 2,000 feet, Hotel West. Alright, while you do that, I'm going to grab a drink of water real quick.
Okay.
West practice there, 919 Echo, north end of Blue Cypress, northbound 4,500.
Valkaria 5950 kilo, 5 nautical miles south of the lake point, set at 3,500 feet, northbound.
Now is that Valkaria up here?
Charlie South West traffic, Tech Flight 660 over the street patterns, heading northbound at 3,000 feet.
Yes, sir.
Doing stalls, Hotel South West.
Crosswind 9 full bubble.
You can grab a drink of your coffee if you want to, I can take the controls.
Alright, you have the controls.
My controls.
Alright.
Traffic, Tech Flight 659.
It didn't spill.
Emergency approach to land over the South Farm.
Guy right above us, guy going that way, guy behind us. Pretty crazy out here today.
Skyflight 659, this is Skyflight 202. We're maneuvering northbound to stay out of your way.
Thank you, it's just about to call you. Thank you.
It's funny, you don't do a whole lot of flying as an instructor. Your controls again.
Okay, my controls.
Your controls. Hotel West Practice Air Cardinal 34287 over the farm fields, 2,000 feet flying east, going to Valkaria, Hotel West.
Without traffic, 5950 kilo, 3 nautical miles south east of the lake point, set at 3,500 feet, northbound.
Hotel Flight 663, 2,000 feet. We're simulating engine on
It's a very beautiful day today.
Square Lake.
Very smooth. Alright, so we'll go ahead and get the Valkaria's AWAS.
1 dew point 27. Altimeter 2987. Remarks. Density altitude 1960.
Transient tie-downs park on the blacktop ramp area immediately east of the terminal building. Do not park on the flight line.
Valkaria Airport. Automated weather observation. 1432 Zulu. Wind 210 at 05. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear.
All right. Let's see what we're going to use over here as far as runway. We have runway 28. So we'll use runway 28. So
28, okay.
That's the west-facing runway, one that's kind of pointing almost towards us.
Okay.
So to join the left downwind, we'd be on this side of the field.
9 Kilo Sierra on the downwind runway 28. We have full stop for area. Valkaria Airport 230 Delta Sierra. We're about 1 mile east of the airport. We're about to cross over the airfield at 1500 to join the active pattern for runway 28. Okay, traffic 79ers uniform turning left base 128 Valkaria. Okay, traffic Cessna 819 Kilo Sierra. We'll be extending our downwind for the base traffic, Valkaria. traffic, still clear out of uniform, turning final 28, clear.
Air traffic Cardinal 34287, 6 miles to the west at 2,000 feet over 95. We're going to be overflying the field 2,000 feet to join the left downwind for runway 28, Valkaria.
Good to you too, Will.
Valkaria traffic, November 230 Delta Sierra is over the airfield at 1500. Could do teardrop entry to join the
What do you say?
pattern for runway 28.
At 1500. Teardrop entry to runway 28.
Okay, your traffic Cessna 819.
Oh, there's someone before him that said something.
Okay.
Setting base runway 28.
Couldn't quite understand what he said.
Okay, yeah.
So we're 6 miles to the southeast, inbound, full stop, runway 22.
Air traffic Cardinal 34287, 4 miles to the west of the field, 2,000 feet. We're going to be overflying the field 2,000 feet to join the left down for runway 28, Valkaria.
Okay, your traffic Cessna 819 Kilo Sierra, turning final runway 28 via full stop, Valkaria.
So left turns to the downwind. What we can do, I have traffic over there in sight. Alright, we'll go ahead and pull carb heat.
5 miles to the southeast, inbound for...
Alright, see how he's joining the teardrop?
For 22 Peter O.
Valkaria traffic,
I did not see him.
Right off the wing?
Teardrop is descending to join the active pattern for runway 28.
Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and follow him.
Alright, so turn to the right.
Yep. Air traffic Cardinal 34287, 2,000 feet over the field. We have the descending traffic for the teardrop in sight. We're also joining the teardrop for the downwind entry. And we can just descend, so bring some power out. We'll go like 18 inches.
Out the upwind of 28, leaving the pattern, Valkaria.
Traffic departing Piro.
Alright, I have him in sight. Go straight for just a second.
230 Delta Sierra is established on the left
There he is.
runway 28.
Alright, I see him now.
That's a Diamond aircraft, looks like. Alright, we can continue to turn around now.
Valkaria traffic, helicopter departing runway 28, the grass, Valkaria, close traffic. Okay, traffic 819 Kilo Sierra, runway 28, Bravo, heading back to Bravo.
45 for the downwind for runway 28.
Air traffic Cardinal 34287 is halfway through the teardrop entry for the downwind runway 28. We're out of 1,500 feet, Valkaria.
Hey, Will, you with Sean?
Yes, I'm with Sean.
Morning to him too, then.
Steep turns and slow flight. Is that you, Jarrett?
Affirmative.
Alright, so we're...
Valkaria traffic, November 230 Delta Sierra,
Alright,
turning base.
so we're going to go ahead and keep going this way.
Keep going this way, okay?
Yep. There we go. So once we get to about 1,000 feet here, we'll go prop full. There we go.
Alright, and that's about a... Alright.
Valkaria traffic Cardinal 34287's in the downwind, midfield downwind runway 28, Valkaria.
Alright, prop full?
Yep. Bring that nose up a little bit. And, let's see, or bring the power back. Once we get in the white arc, we'll go flaps 10. Alright, just bring the nose back there. Yep. Cool. Go flaps 10.
Alright, flaps 10.
Alright, lower the nose again.
627 is over the airport right now at 1700.
And we can go to 90.
Drop for the 45 through the downwind runway 28, Valkaria traffic.
Alright, go ahead and turn base. Air traffic Cardinal 34287 turn 384-287, turning left base, runway 28, Valkaria. Haha.
Valkaria traffic, Yellow Cup, midfield, left downwind, 28 to grass, Valkaria. Valkaria traffic, Cessna 819, Kilo Sierra, holding short runway 28 on Alpha. We'll be waiting for the landing traffic.
Alright, go flaps 20.
Alright, flaps 20.
Alright, go ahead and start turning final. Valkaria traffic, Cardinal 34287, turning final, runway 28, Valkaria. Alright, so if you overshot a little bit, that's fine. Winds were 210, so bit of a crosswind there, and you can feel that. So let me demonstrate something here real quick. I'll just demonstrate this first one.
Okay.
With my controls.
Your controls.
My controls. So we're a little fast.
Right. Runway 28.
So we're a little fast. All I'm going to do is pull power and just hold the nose up.
Okay.
We're going to get back to 75. Once I get to 75, I'll lower the nose again and add some power. And what we're going to do is put the wing on the wind side down and use rudder to put the nose over the center line.
Final 28 to grass, Valkaria traffic inside, no back.
So let me slow back up to 75. Alright, add some power to arrest the descent rate and bring the nose back to the level position and then power idle. Hold a little bit of power if we start sinking. There we go.
Alright.
And as far as the crosswind, we always hold the crosswind correction in there.
45 for the downwind for runway 28.
And we'll do a closed stop, or closed stop taxi back. That's the word for it.
Okay.
Yep, always keep that wind correction in there.
9 Kilo Sierra entering, and we'll be rolling runway 28 for left close traffic. Valkaria.
Poor aircraft, can't catch a break. Valkaria traffic, Cardinal 34287 is clear runway 28 on Echo. Taxiing back to runway 28. So I'll just stow this for now. And if we can get the landings down and we can exit beforehand, even onto runway 14, that'd be pretty good there, and that'll allow us some time. So after the landing checklist, flaps are up, carbine's out, landing light off, mixture set, prop.
Okay, traffic, Cherokee 627 is turning left base for runway 28, Valkaria.
Valkaria traffic, Yellow Cup, midfield, left downwind, 28, Valkaria, we're going to depart out to the east.
Okay, traffic, Cherokee 627 Foxtrot Tango is turning final for runway 28, Valkaria.
Alright, we'll taxi back to 28.
Kilo Sierra on the runway 28, we are left close traffic, Valkaria.
You don't want Bravo. Bravo just goes to the middle of that runway.
Okay.
Valkaria traffic, Cessna 819 Kilo Sierra, turning left crosswind runway 28, we have full stop, Valkaria.
Valkaria traffic, Cherokee 627 is doing a full stop, taxi back to runway 28 on Echo.
I don't think there's taxiways.
819 Kilo Sierra turning left down on runway 28. We have full stop, Valkaria.
Nope. So we'll just have to go from here. That's fine. Alright. Your controls, let's configure.
Alright, my controls. Alright, so we're going to remember for takeoff.
Yep.
And we want flaps 10.
Yep. Mixture set. Landing light on.
Light on.
Alright, we're good to go.
Alright.
Okay, traffic Cherokee 627, Foxtrot Tango, clear the axis.
Valkaria Traffic Cardinal 34287, departing runway 28 from Alpha. We're going to be staying in the pad of Valkaria.
Alright, so
28. Or actually, I'm sorry. Let's see here. What am I doing? Yep, that's fine. This is 28. Yep.
That's it, okay.
Yeah. I just see 1432. I'm like, where's the other runway sign?
Alright.
Alright. I just wanted to make sure that I was correct.
Yeah, yeah.
Alright, so we have a shorter field, so I'd like to go full on the brakes here. So on the brakes. Yep.
Alright.
Go ahead, once we stop, hold brakes and go full power.
Alright.
Yep. Full power. Yep. Let go of the brakes and just maintain center line.
Alright. Airspeed is alive. Engine instruments in the green.
Valkaria traffic Cessna 819 Kilo Sierra.
40.
Downwind. Full stop.
50.
60 rotate. Rotate. There we go. And then this thing loves to go over to the left for some reason. So remember, slow or lower the nose to 80. Yep. So anticipating for it to do that, and also almost. There we go. There we go. Good job. Valkaria Traffic Cardinal 34287 on the departure leg runway 28 Valkaria. So it almost seems like when you rotate, you already have the yoke over to the left, or sorry, to the right.
Okay.
So I would be conscious and just try and not raise that part of the yoke there. There we go.
To the north, we'll be entering a midfield left downwind for runway 28 Valkaria.
Alright, we're doing good there.
Valkaria traffic Cessna 819 Kilo Sierra turning final runway 28. We have full stop, Valkaria.
And at 600 feet, we're good to turn.
Alright.
Valkaria Traffic, Cardinal 34287, turning left, crosswind runway 28, Valkaria. Right about here's good.
Alright, turning.
Valkaria Traffic Cardinal 34287, turning left downwind runway 10 Valkaria. And then once we're at 1,000 feet, you can reduce the power to about 20 or 18 inches of manifold pressure.
Traffic 600 Bravo Zulu is 13 miles to the east. We're going to be coming in for runway 1.
If you feel like you're getting pushed into the runway, you might want to crab out a little bit away from the runway, because the winds were from 210, so almost more southerly than from the west. There we go. Air traffic, Cardinal 34287 is left, midfield downwind, runway 28, Valkaria.
Valkaria traffic, Glide Archers, 3 miles to the north, we'll be entering a midfield left downwind for runway 28, Valkaria.
Alright, and about here, go ahead and pull carb heat.
Cherokee 627.
is holding short.
Alright, reduce power to about 15.
Departing 28 from Alpha.
And go ahead and apply flaps 10. There we go. And we're going to look for about 90 miles an hour.
Okay.
Valkaria traffic, Cessna 819 Kilo Sierra, clear runway 28 on Echo 2.
And should we be beginning be a descent now?
Yep, a slight descent. Yep, that's good. So 500 foot a minute's fine.
Alright.
Go ahead and turn base.
Alright, go ahead and turn base.
Valkaria traffic, Cardinal 34287, turning left base runway 28, Valkaria. Alright, go ahead, flaps 20.
Alright, flaps 20.
And 85 is okay.
Valkaria traffic, Cessna 819 Kilo Sierra, taxiing to runway 28, the inner ramp. Valkaria.
Valkaria traffic, Cardinal 34287, turning final runway 28, Valkaria.
A little overshoot again.
That's alright. That's because the wind on this side, we're turning with the wind. So go ahead and apply flaps 30. And let's slow it up to 70. So bring out some power. Alright.
Okay, traffic wide Archers, midfield will be joining left downwind for runway 28, Valkaria.
Alright, we're high, we probably should go around, but just use this time real quick to go ahead and demonstrate the wing low technique. So put the wing low on that side and use opposite rudder. Opposite rudder to put us in line with the runway. Yep, there we go. So just like that.
Okay.
There we go. So go ahead and apply power. Keep the nose about 80 is fine, and we can bring it out to flaps 20. Alright. Flaps 10.
Kilo Sierra will be taxiing to runway 28, Alpha, Valkaria.
And flaps up.
Archers on the left downwind for 28, Valkaria.
Valkaria traffic, Cardinal 34287 is going around from runway 28, staying in the pattern. Also be aware there's some birds circling off the departure end, right side. And we'll climb away at 90. And you can take the carb heat out as well. Sorry. I know it's a lot going on, but that was good on the go around there.
Alright.
Cherokee 627 is on the downwind to runway 28, Valkaria.
Okay, traffic blood Archers, left base 28, Valkaria. Okay, traffic blood Archers, final for 28, Valkaria.
Go ahead and give me a left turn again. Clear left.
Alright, clear left.
Valkaria traffic, Cardinal 34287, turning left, Crosswind, runway 28, Valkaria.
Okay.
Once we get to 1,000, you're going to go ahead and apply carb heat, and then we'll go to 18 RPM, 18 inches manifold pressure. And you can also go ahead and give me a turn. We'll make a little bit of a wider crosswind, so we have a wider base, and that way we don't overshoot.
Alright. Okay, traffic Cessna 819 Kilo Sierra, holding short runway 28 on Alpha. For landing traffic, and then we'll be backtracking on runway 28 for a full length Valkaria.
Valkaria traffic, Cardinal 34287 is turned left downwind, runway 28, Valkaria.
And Valkaria traffic, Cherokee 627 Foxtrot Tango is on final for runway 28. It's going to be a full stop, taxi back to runway 28.
Let's get back to 1,000, so a little bit of power.
28, Valkaria.
So ideally, once we get to the end of the runway, or right abeam the end of the runway, that's when we're reducing the power, and then just letting the airspeed slow down so we can apply flaps.
Okay.
So like right about here, go ahead and pull some power back, and just hold the nose back just for a second in the white arc, flaps 10. Yep, and then just let the nose come down, and we'll descend at 90. You can probably bring it back to a 16 or so, or 16 inches manifold. There we go.
And Valkaria traffic.
All right, go ahead.
7 is clear of the act of taxiing back to runway 28 Valkaria.
Valkaria traffic, Cardinal 34287 is turning left base runway 28 Valkaria.
Those traffic, Valkaria.
There we go, go ahead, apply flaps 20. And 80 to 85 is fine. So we're looking much better now. Just a touch of power or lower the nose a little bit.
All right, and this should be our steepest turn?
Yeah. Not necessarily steepest, just a comfortable turn. We shouldn't be doing anything too crazy in the pattern. There we go, see? We gave ourselves more room to actually maneuver. Valkaria traffic, Cardinal 34287, final runway 28 Valkaria. Okay, so go ahead and apply, flaps 30, watch your airspeed. Yep, so pull some power. There we go. So go ahead and get us back on the center line of the runway. So remember, wing and the wind side, we know it's from 210, and then rudder opposite. And we'll come down at 75. All right, bring out more power. We could make this. We'll just have the, yeah, exactly, glide path coming a little bit more. All right, more power out. There we go. And we're aiming for 75. All right, a little bit of power, just a touch. A little bit of power. There we go. Oh, not quite. Let me see something real quick. My controls.
Your controls.
So we're just going to use the power to keep us in ground effect, right?
Okay.
So I can stay in ground effect all the day. And then when I'm done, I just want to bring out the power. There we go.
Okay.
That was better. Poor aircraft. So power is really what cushions us there, and I tried to demonstrate that as best I could with this. One of my last, let's see here, I'll just exit here real quick before I tell you.
Runway 28 base, short approach, full stop, Valkaria.
That's 2 landings, it's 11 o'clock right now. I think we should probably fly back to Melbourne and get the fuel, but I'll let you do the landing over there as well.
Okay.
Alright. So, after landing checklist.
Okay, after landing, flaps retract. Mixture lane, landing light is required. RP heat off, pitot heat off.
So my instructor, my last instructor when I was getting my CFI, he would torture me with ground effect exercises.
Short approach, full stop, Valkaria.
He would make me go down the entire length of runway 27 left.
Yeah.
The long 10,000 foot one.
Okay.
So let's say we wanted to get off at the end. He would make me come down and try to aim for the beginning of the runway, like right at the numbers, and then stay in ground effect, airborne all the way until he's like, okay, put it down.
Okay.
So it's a really good exercise, and we might start doing that one of these days here, but that helps you judge the round out a little bit more.
Yeah.
And the flare. But yeah, it's scary when the ground comes up really quick, but just a little bit of power and a little bit of back pressure. So we're already close enough to the ground that if we stall, we're going to land on the ground pretty okay. You know, we just don't want to slam the airplane on the ground. So, yeah, as far as that approach was, that was really good with maintaining the center line, doing the wind correction technique. And yeah, when you get into the flare, it's, and I know sometimes it's hard to move this thing, almost like sticks and then moves, but just a little bit of gentle control pressures. Just try and coax it to do what you want to do.
Full stop, Valkaria.
And remember, you can always go around. And I'll demonstrate something on this takeoff as well. So what I see with your control is, when we're on the ground, you're already like this, and as soon as we rotate, the control just snaps over. So you want to make sure that you're trying to keep the yoke more or less level.
Okay.
With a crosswind, it's a little bit different. You want to keep the crosswind correction in. So like, for example, we have a crosswind from the south. So we keep the crosswind correction until the aircraft starts developing control effectiveness. And then as we get faster, it starts coming out a little bit. And that keeps us on the runway when we're low at, or low altitude, so we don't get blown into the trees or something on the side.
You're on the upwind, runway 28. Your left close traffic, Valkaria.
So they're going over that way and turning around?
Yeah, they're doing a full length, or what they call a back taxi.
Okay.
Not a bad idea. Runway's valuable, so we can do that too.
Area traffic flow, just departing runway 28, Valkaria.
Valkaria traffic, Cessna 819 Kilo Sierra, turning left downwind, runway 28. Your short approach, full stop, Valkaria.
Valkaria traffic, Cherokee 627 is departing runway 28 from Alpha, Valkaria traffic.
Valkaria traffic, Cessna 819 Kilo Sierra, midfield left downwind, runway 28. Your short approach, full stop, Valkaria. Valkaria traffic, Cessna 819 Kilo Sierra, turning downwind to base, runway 28 on a short approach. Full stop, runway, Valkaria traffic.
So he's doing a short fuel takeoff as well. It's interesting though, they didn't do flaps. I wonder if that's part of their...
Interesting.
Yeah. Normally you do flaps 10 with a lot of aircraft, and that just helps produce more lift at a slower speed. So you get off, or you can climb faster at a slower airspeed. So it's a better angle of climb versus a better rate of climb, because at a best rate you can still run into something.
Okay, traffic Cessna 819 Kilo Sierra, turning final runway 28 on a full stop. Okay.
Okay, traffic provider departing pattern to the west, last call, Valkaria.
So the machine that gives us the weather is that guy right there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the ASOS precipitation discriminator. Guy was doing a slip to get down.
Valkaria traffic, Cherokee 627 is turning left crosswind for runway 28, Valkaria.
Alright, I'll demonstrate something on this takeoff here, so I'll go ahead and get my landing light on. Go back into the trim takeoff position. I'll wait for him to get clear.
Okay, traffic, Cherokee 627 is turning left downwind for runway 28, Valkaria.
Come on, guy, get off the runway.
Okay, traffic Cessna 819 Kilo Sierra, clear of runway 28 on Echo 2. We'll be taxiing to runway 28 via Echo Alpha. Valkaria.
Valkaria traffic Cardinal 34287 is taking runway 28. We're going to be departing to the north. We're going to be full length takeoff as well, Valkaria. Alright, so we're already configured flaps 10, mixture set, and everything's nice. So to do one of these turns here, you need to have some forward movement with the aircraft. Not crazy forward movement, but you need full brake and just kind of whip it around. Right, so we'll slow up here a little bit because I don't want to go too crazy. Alright, that's good. So full left rudder and full left brake.
Full left brake, okay.
Alright, and there we go. And we just push full opposite. I get lined up again.
Okay.
And then for the takeoff, right? So I'm off the brakes, smoothly apply full power all the way in, right at the very beginning.
Traffic check 627.
Airspeed's alive. 50, 60. When I say rotate, actually bring it up. And then we'll just hold this, lower the nose, climb away at 80. To 85. Once we're clear of 100 feet, we'll go flaps up and accelerate.
45 left downwind, 28 grass, Valkaria.
So I know things happen quick.
Yeah.
But we have to stay ahead of the aircraft.
Okay, traffic Cessna 819 Kilo Sierra, we taxiing runway 28 on Kuya Alpha, Valkaria.
Valkaria traffic Cardinal 34287 is departing field from the upwind to the north. Have a good day.
See ya.
Alright, so I already see radiation over there.
Okay.
So once we get to about 600 feet, we're going to continue to climb. Let's go 13255.
VFR departures, advise ground and tower call sign and direction of flight. IFR departures, advise IFR each and every time. Advise on initial contact, you have information, Mike. Melbourne International Airport information, Mike, 1453 Zulu, wind 180 at 6, visibility 10. Sky clear, temperature 312.23, altimeter 2988. Visual approach news, landing departing, runway 27 left, 27 right, and runway 23. Approaches are conducted to parallel, converging, and diverging runways. VFR departures, advise ground and tower call sign and direction of flight. IFR departures, advise IFR each and every time. Advise on initial.
Alright, 1,000 feet. We'll go 25 inches, undershoot, go to like 24. Right, and then bring the prop back to 25.
I maintain 2,000. Expect flight level 300 in 10 minutes. Departure frequency 132.65. Squawk is 3015. Number 194, reback correct.
Melbourne Tower, Cessna 704 Uniform Charlie is 5 to the southeast, middle of the river, with Lima, north side.
Cessna 4 Uniform Charlie, Melbourne Tower, left base 27 right. What's your type, Cessna?
150.
Okay, left base to 27 right, report over the Melbourne Causeway.
Left base for 27 right, report over the causeway for 4 Uniform Charlie.
Dan Schwinn, I think, knows that guy. He parks at Big Blue, that Cessna 150.
Flight 445, you'll be number 1, runway 27 right, clear the lane.
Alright, here we are, 1,500 feet. Lower the nose. 21, 23. Melbourne Tower, Cardinal 34287, over, radiation information, Mike, full stop, FIT.
Cardinal 34287, Melbourne Tower, left base 27 left. There's a Cessna 150 at your 1 o'clock, 2 miles, going to be inbound for the right side. Runway 27 left, clear to land.
27 left, clear to land, looking for traffic 34287.
287, additional traffic, 12 o'clock, 2 miles, opposite direction is Cherokee, climbing out at 1600.
Looking for that traffic as well, 34287.
Flight 656, traffic, 12 o'clock and a mile northbound, descending out of 1500 is a Cardinal.
For traffic, type flight 656. November 5, good sight, next flight 656.
Northbound, I'll call your turn inbound. You might go through the final slightly. You're going to follow a Cherokee on the opposite base.
Was that for 287? Sorry, you were stepped on.
Negative, that was for November 4, Uniform Charlie.
4 Uniform Charlie, say again.
November 4, Uniform Charlie, turn northbound, heading 360. I will call your turn inbound. You're following a Cherokee on the opposite base.
You saw him?
Yeah. You might go through the final slightly.
Behind us now.
4 Uniform Charlie, we'll turn northbound and wait for you to call our final.
Appreciate it.
34287 had the Cherokee traffic in sight, no factor.
Airport 17, proceed as requested, hold short, runway 23 at Alpha. Cardinal 287, thanks. The Cessna 150 is at you 12 o'clock now and a mile, turning north. He's going to 27 right, runway 27 left, you're clear to land.
27 left, clear to land, we have the traffic in sight, 34287.
I'll do that.
Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and flaps.
Runway 23 at Alpha, ready for departure.
Tech flight 652, Melbourne.
And we're just going to reduce, or sorry, carby, and then just reduce power a little bit. It started a gentle descent, right? We're not really doing a pattern, so it's hard to judge each individual thing, right?
7 right via Charlie.
So they cleared us 27 left,
27 left,
which is the south side runway.
Short right base. You can turn inbound at your discretion. Runway 27 right, clear to land.
4 Uniform Charlie is cleared to land. We've got traffic in sight.
4 Uniform Charlie, as you turn in, you'll see traffic off your left on the base. They're going into 27 left for Cardinal.
So I'll go flaps 10 now. We're below the white arc. And I'll just pitch for about 90. There we go.
194, east holding short of 27 right, ready for departure.
Embraer 194 tower, hold short, runway 27 right. I'm working on your release, traffic on final.
Copy that, holding short 27 right, Embraer 194.
And there's that guy going to the runway, north side runway.
Okay.
And we'll start turning our final here so he doesn't freak out.
Airport 17, you can cross runway 23 at Alpha.
We'll go flaps 3. So we're pretty high. So if I just pull out power, we'll descend. See where did that guy go? There he is. We can almost wave to him. Alright, so I'm going to aim for a speed of 75. But watch this. If I pull out my speed, I have to put the nose down, right, to make 75.
Back Kilo Charlie, back to 27 right, and we'll make this one our southeast departure, please. Got that 425.
Roger that. Delta 3118 is clear to Atlanta.
There we go.
Climb maintain 2000.
So it takes a second to slow up, but there we go. And if I'm starting to sink too fast, just apply a bit of power.
132.65.
And then keep the nose up to maintain 75. But in this case, we're good here, so I'll just keep the descent coming in.
Okay.
We can't land before the displaced threshold, so those big white blocks.
The white blocks, I've got it like right here.
Yeah. So I'm going to aim for those two then.
Okay.
We're just aiming for 75. So every once in a while, check your speed. So I have to pull back a little bit. There we go.
Baron 3199 Juliet, Melbourne ground, runway 27 right, Mike, Kilo Charlie. Welcome. Tech flight 603,
winds are out of the south, so
runway 27 left, runway 27 left.
A little bit of that wing low technique. We're just coming right for those white blocks. Right.
Airport 17, roger. Hold short, runway 27 left at Charlie.
Look at that.
Okay.
And this is ground effect. You can feel that cushion almost, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And then watch this. We'll just reduce the power slowly and start holding that nose back.
Okay.
Power's out.
Alright.
And we landed on the left main first because of that crosswind correction there.
November 1947 Fox, Melbourne ground. Follow the Baron that came out ahead of you, runway 27 right.
That's the best landing I've had. Poor aircraft.
47 Fox, affirmative. Hold short of Kilo 1 for me. There's going to be a Cessna coming in ahead of you at Kilo 1. November 4, Uniform Charlie, right on to Quebec, Kilo 1 to your RAM.
Right on Quebec, Kilo 1 to my RAM.
Affirmative. You'll see traffic opposite direction on Kilo. They're going to wait for you.
Alright, go ahead here.
Cardinal 287, taxi FIT via Victor.
FIT via Victor, 34287.
Embraer 194, runway 27 right, clear for takeoff, flighting 280.
Heading 280 for 2000, clear for takeoff, runway 27 right, Embraer 194.
Alright, after
That's cool seeing that.
Airport 17,
Laps through track, mixture lean, landing light is required.
And in tow.
Heat, carb heat off.
My son will be going crazy to see that right now.
Melbourne Tower, tech flight 627 is over radiation with information mic requesting full stop, back to FIT.
Tech flight 627, Melbourne Tower, left base, runway 27 left, report over Melbourne Causeway.
Left base, runway 27 left, and I will report over the causeway for tech flight 627.
November 47 Fox, you can continue your taxi to Charlie. Embraer 194, heading 280, contact Orlando departure.
280 into departure, see you, Embraer 194.
Talk to you later.
Melbourne Tower, tech flight 654 over radiation 1500, inbound full stop with information mic.
Alright.
Alright,
parking brake set. Parking brake set.
Alright, throttle 1200. Okay, transponders, out, avionics at PFD.
Check 1, 2.
Check, check.
My controls.
Alright, your controls.
My controls. Alright, clear. Right, center, left, and we're going to bring it around.
Tech Flight 636, ground, good morning. Runway 23 via Victor Foxtrot Alpha.
Runway 23, Victor Foxtrot Alpha, Tech Flight 636.
Now go ahead and call him up. Melbourne ground, Cardinal 34287, FIT, reposition Big Blue.
Cardinal 34287, is that you on the access lane there, just taxiing to the north?
Yes, sir.
287, roger that. Exit at Victor 2, and it'll be Victor 2, Victor Alpha, Quebec. Hold short, runway 27 left at Quebec.
Victor 2, Victor Alpha, Quebec. Hold short 27 left at Quebec, 34287.
Melbourne ground, Tech Flight 627 at FIT South Runup area with information VFR departure to the west.
Victor 2, Victor.
237, Melbourne ground, runway 23 via Victor Foxtrot Alpha. Just follow the Cherokee ahead of you.
23 via Victor Foxtrot Alpha, and we'll follow the Cherokee ahead of us, Tech Flight 627.
Ground over 3118, pushing to gate 1.
3118, thanks.
Oh, that's cool. I've never seen them use the engine run up over there for the jets.
Alright, now he said Alpha, and we got Alpha going both ways.
So Alpha, and then it's going to be Quebec. Yeah, Quebec is up that way.
Walk VFR.
Clear, clear.
Tech Flight 604, Melbourne Tower, on departure, maintain VFR at or below 1,000 feet for traffic that will cross you at 1500. Runway 23 at Alpha, back taxi approved, clear for takeoff, proceed on course. Cardinal 287, cross runway 27 left at Quebec, hold short runway 27 right.
Cross 27 at Quebec, hold short 27 right at Quebec, 34287. It's almost like rally car, one guy with the map. Hard left here, soft straight.
I'll hold short 27 right at Charlie.
Medium left.
Passes. No rush.
417, you can proceed on runway 27 right. There is going to be
like we're clear on the left.
Crossing in front of you.
All right, clear right.
Into the ramp. Proceed on 27 right, advise on.
Proceed 27 right, I'll give way to the traffic. I'll advise one off, airport 17.
Cardinal 287, cross runway 27 right, taxi ramp, Quebec, Kilo 1. There's a vehicle on the runway, they're going to wait for you.
Cross 27 right at Quebec, Kilo 1 to the ramp, and we'll look out for that vehicle, 34287.
L3118, you got a slight delay. You released at 44. Time now is 28. I can put you out there on uniform if you want to taxi off the gate to hold short of Tango.
All right, we are clear. To the right, I see that vehicle, clear to the left.
Clear left.
Okay, just let me know when you're ready to taxi. We'll go. Tech Flight 659, you're looking for a Cherokee just on the go, runway 23. They're going to be turning to the south at or below 1,000 feet.
All right, Kilo 1.
Kilo 1.
Yep.
Melbourne ground, Skyhawk 739 Delta Bravo, is that Big Blue with Mike, requesting VFR to the south.
Yeah, these struts sound kind of like my old car.
A little like the sway bars vibrating.
Yeah, every bump you can hear it.
Ground Delta 3118, taxi with Mike.
Delta 3118, runway 27 left via uniform, Tango, hold short of Tango for now.
Yeah, it sounds horrible.
Short Tango, Delta 3118.
It's funny we heard Jared on the radio.
Yeah.
Tech Flight 661 Melbourne Tower, maintain VFR at or below 1,000 feet for crossing traffic. Runway 23 at Alpha. Back taxi approved. For takeoff, proceed on course.
Think he was doing a check ride today?
Yeah, it sounds like he was doing a check ride. I wanted to respond on the radio like, good luck, buddy. Not you, Jarrett, the guy flying.
Flight 659, roger that. You can start your descent.
Nah, Jared seems like he's a pretty fair guy.
You turn in front of a citation on the opposite base. Runway 27 left, clear to land. Flight 604, you can climb on course. Flight 661, you can disregard the altitude restrictions, climb on course.
We'll just see what he does.
You don't want to call when somebody's on the runway back taxiing. That's basically setting me up. So hold short, runway 23 at Alpha. Don't want to call until you see them pass.
Where is he going?
Probably going to face over this way, yeah.
Yeah, there he goes. Oh, I see. He had to get around.
Short, runway 23 at Alpha. Yeah, that's a setup. That's not a good thing to do.
Alright, shut down.
1200. There we go.
Parking brake set.
Everything off.
Alright.